ba? Joke lang.
BL. Tama BL no?
Hindi po, hindi po. Sa dami po ng genre, meron po kami BL. Joke.
Hindi kasi nakalimutan.
I'm playing here, Father Lucas. He's a deacon. Ako yung kababata ni Jonathan in the year 2023. So I'm gonna be one of the help dun sa journey niya of uncovering his past in time na yun. So we're good family friends and so I mean, nothing to support our guy here, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna be supporting all the way. Yeah.
Thank you. Sa'yo naman, Ron. Anong role?
Ako po si Juancho dito. If mapapansin niyo po sa mga promotion or sa Malyari itself, yung icon po ng Malyari is yung rebulto na may kapa. Sa akin po kasi unang nakita yun and ako po...
Akala ko yung rebulto.
Hindi po kayo nakahiga. So, sa akin po unang nakita yun at kailangan niyo rin po malaman kung ano po ba yung dala ko or sino po ba yung nandun sa loob ng red na kapa na yun.
Okay. May mystery yung kapa. Ito na po yung last question ko kay Sir Brian. Sir Brian, doon natanong ko na sa inyo ito before nung kay Piolo na press ko noon. Pero mabuti na marinig na rin yung iba once and for all. Kasi medyo nung pagpasok ng Malyari, isa ito sa mga naintrigang entry. Ito na ako yung na sinasabing kaya ginawang 10 para mapagbigyan po ang dapat pagbigyan. At isa na nga po, though hindi ko naman sinasabing hindi ito pwedeng pasok, no? Pero para lang ma-accommodate talaga, ma-sure na ma-accommodate ang Malyari. At ang isa pa yung sabi nila yung Broken Heart Strip. I don't know kung ano ba ang connect, pero may nga sabi daw September 29 supposed to be ang deadline ng MMFF na entries, pero last day pa raw ninyo yon. I don't know kung totoo yon. Hindi pa raw talaga tapos nung sinubmit. So once and for all, ano ho ang pwede nyo masasabi dyan sa mga ganong issues na yan na nabahira ng intriga yung pagkapasok na Malyari?
Actually ako, sanay naman ako sa intriga, but at the end of the day, we're just pretty confident of what we have submitted, and I think kasi yun nga mataas ang respeto namin sa lahat po na nagbigay talaga ng end. Actually, kami po up to the last minute hanggang to sa bagong announcement, yung kaba ko talaga nandito hanggang dulo, kasi syempre talagang binuhos din namin. And lahat naman deserving, but at the end of the day, kailangan po mamili. Ano po. And sa akin, I was just curious lang doon kasi sa ginagamit na hindi tapos. Mas tatanggapin ko po siguro sabihin nila na pangit. Huwag nyo isama kasi pangit. Diba? Hindi maganda. Siguro doon na lang yung tinitingnan ko kasi kahit ano naman nasabihin nila, wala na tayong magagawa doon, 'di ba? But sa amin from the beginning, we wanted to join MMFF because it has currently the widest audience as of the moment, the festival dito sa Pilipinas. And we are honored that we're part of that. And siguro yung intriga is just noise. And really, we encourage everyone to watch it on December 25 so you know why we are part of MMFF.
Sa trailer naman, parang ano naman talaga, may pero clear lang ho natin, tapos talaga siya nung sinubmit nyo nung deadline.
Yes, we submitted, we submitted, lahat naman po kami nag-submit ng tapos. Ano po, so we've done it. Submission po namin, tapos po kami. Lahat po kami nag-submit ng tapos, diba? Ayun.
Salamat po. Tapos na rin po yung tanong.
Thank you, Gordy.
Tapos na po.
Next, we have Archie Liao of Abante Tonight. Ay, sorry po. Tita Lea Salterio pala of ABS-CBN News and Philippine Star, followed by Archie Liao of Abante Tonight and Pika Pika PH.
Good afternoon. I'd like to ask Sir Enrico. Hi. My voice.
ABS ka pa lang po kayo.
Tagal na. Online.
Okay na.
Yes.
Sige na, parang tayo na lang nandito.
To what extent did you alter the script every day na may alteration siya? Pinidirected Derek, di ba? Parang repeatedly na in-alter niyo yung script out the shoot.
Naka 7 drafts.
7 drafts.
Naka 7 drafts po.
What was the most difficult for you?
Sa alteration o sa writing?
Both.
Both. Siguro, well, dahil historical research, umabot kami ni Direk sa libliban ng Pampanga para tapakan yung simbahan ni Malyari. Diba, Direk ba? Before
So what did you get there?
Ano na po siya? Wala na siyang simbahan, ano na lang siya, bukid na lang, tapos bakit hindi nyo hinukay kung bakit may simbahan? Sabi, pag hinukay mo raw, magkakabulutong ka sa kamay. Bakit daw? Oo, kaya sabi namin, Direk, ano ba itong papasukin natin? Tapos,
Buti na pinpoint niyo where exactly it was located.
we had to get a historian from Pampanga, pick him up, at humingi ng permission niya kung pwede kami iikot. We couldn't finish the script nang hindi nakakapunta. Kasi wala ngang documentation, so kailangan mong tingnan as eyewitness yung nakita nila. So yun nga po, may tikbalang daw yung dating kinatatayo ng simbahan. Siguro nakasumpa yun. Tapos nahanap pa namin yung unang rebultong dinadasalan ni Malyari, nakatago sa isang chapel. Tapos yung makikita nyo sa pelikula ay hindi nakamukha noon dahil ito kinopya ni Direk sa Vatican na San Bartolome. Hindi na yun kasi baka naman magalit yung mga nagdadasal doon, biglang killer yung rebulto nila. So, pero again, hindi namin magawa yung kwento hanggang hindi namin tinatapakan yung lupa, tinitingnan yung rebulto, at nilalakaran ninyo nilakaran ni Malyari.
So it helped.
It helped. Otherwise, the movie would not have been done. Yun po ang pinaka-mahirap na parte dahil hindi magdikit-dikit yung kwento.
Alright.
Tsaka po akala nila kasi hindi totoong tao eh. So tinawagan pa namin yung mga kaibigan namin sa Madrid, pinahanap pa. Nahanap naman, meron nakasulat na si Brino Malyari.
Pero nasa
executed.
history naman, di ba?
Oo, pero alam mo na, mamaya, Bernardo Carpio, hindi pala totoong tao. Unless, nakita naman, nakapagpadala ng serum sa amin. Pati yung drawing ni Malyari ni Piolo sa pelikula, accurate. Yung din ang drawing ni Malyari na calligraphy ni Malyari na totoong tao. Yung po ang pinakamahirap na parte. The rest is fun. Yun po.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Kay PJ, hi. What was the scene that was most difficult for you, that was most taxing, or most physical that you did? What era? Was it the 1800s, the 1900s, or the 20s?
I think the most physical thing is to fight with yourself. Physically. Ang kasunduan ko sarili ko eh. So, nakakatawa lang po siya kasi I had to do it twice. So, and hindi scenes eh, days. It was hard every day. You go into the set because you're not just portraying one but three. And 3 timelines. And there were a lot of technical aspects in place. So,
Never ka nalito.
po,
Never ka nalito during the shoot.
because of Tita Angie, my acting coach, and Direk, he knew his script very well. And every time I would have to go back to the script and talk it out with my acting coach because I had to be properly guided. So, ganun po kadetalye yung bawat eksena, even if I was switching to another character. Very clear po sa amin yung journey o yung arco ng bawat eksena.
Thoroughly guided all along.
Opo, opo.
Alright, thanks. Last question for Direk. Direk, with the shooting schedules of films these days, na 7 days lang. 7 days lang. How many days did you finish this film? All in all, even the post-prod.
For the shoot, for the principal photography, it took us 22 days. 22 days. Hindi kasi namin maano. I mean, sa hirap ng material, hindi mo siya pwedeng bugbugin. Yes. Kasi una sa I don't remember there was this one day na we were shooting the fight scene. Yung sinasabi ni PJ na fight scene. And there was this one take that we have to cut it eh. Kasi nagano ka na, nag-vertigo ka. Yes. Guys, gumano na siya. Guys, tutumba ako. Gumano na siya. Kasi we're taking the scene, fighting himself. So paulit-ulit kami. Gumaganan siya. And then, yun yung mga point na hindi natin to pwedeng madaliin. Kasi either magsasuffer yung quality or magsasuffer yung artista. yun na yung mangyayari. So, again, grateful kami for that we are given 22 days to shoot the material. Kaya may mga time na tinatanong na namin, bakit ba natin ito ginagawa?
He used just one location.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tita